Would you like to send invitations to the attendees? Great. Well, Maximiliano, it looks like the time has come, my friends. A beautiful day outside, and certainly no time like the present. Would you like then, my friend, to get ready and go for a little outside scrimmage? Any chance you're going to eat some of these little delicious expensive tidbits? Please, Maximiliano. You realize other dogs like eating voraciously and incessantly. As for yourself, you seem satisfied with lying about and brooding constantly. Well, in any case, let's get upstairs, Max, and let's get ready to go for a little run day. What say, dog? I just gotta put on my running gear. That's right. And then we'll get going. Another beautiful day in our pandemic-stricken world. But it's interesting that it's a wake-up call for a lot of people, right? It's like my beautiful wife says. She says, among other things, that you don't know the value of a moment until it's gone, right? And so, yeah. And so, you know, having been separated from my beautiful wife for so many years, hold on a sec, Max. Having been separated from my wife for so many years, it's amazing, you know, to be living in this beautiful house with this beautiful dog, with our beautiful new car. Although my wife wants to trade up or sideways or whatever for the winter, because she thinks it's not the safest thing for the winter. You know, what had happened is that our beautiful Jeep Liberty that we've literally been driving, she bought it the year that we got married. And are you listening, Max? None of these viewers are going to be paying any attention, so I thought at least I had a captive audience of one. But yeah, so our Jeep Liberty basically got stolen and basically trashed, and it's sitting in our driveway. But we got this amazing, I think it's amazing anyway, Nissan Cube, and it's a great car. It's a great car, and it's, you know, there's a lot of significance to that car. Where are you off to? Yeah, well, the VIN number of that car is JN8AZ. JN is my wife, Judith Novoa. The letter 8 is an H, like Nazis, the Hail Hitler people. They say, they use the little tag 88 HH, Heil Hitler. So JN, this is the VIN number of our car. JN, Judith Novoa. 8, which is H, Hussein. AZ, that's my middle name and last name, Abbas Zaidi. So our VIN number starts JN8AZ. And my silly, beautiful wife doesn't admit that it's a sign. I keep telling her everything's connected, and she says everything's connected to your butt. Anyway, so beautiful day, right? So yeah, I mean, the pandemic, right? And it's like, you know, we needed a pandemic. Now it's horrible. Of course, it's such an unbearable tragedy that people are dying, and it's horrible. It's horrible. My dad told me this horrible story. Are you coming or what? We're going outside. You know what's going on, right? You know the drill. My dog, not my dad, not my dog, but my dad told me this amazing, well, it's not really amazing, it's heart-wrenching. There are all these horrible stories about, there's all these horrible stories, okay? There's all these horrible stories about people, okay? Horrible stories, okay? Get over here, Maximus. Wait, hold on, don't. There's all these horrible stories about people like dying and getting killed, and people dying and getting killed, right? Getting killed meaning like they're dying, they're getting killed by this pandemic. And what a horrible thing. Like, so, you know, I mean, like, listen, if your biggest problem right now is you're bored, then you should be thanking your lucky stars. And I assume if you're watching this, that is your biggest problem. You should be thanking your lucky stars, right? It's like my wife says, you only know the value of a thing once you've lost it, right? And so, I mean, basically, I mean, I have to say something like, Inna rahmati wasi'at kulla shay. That as far as Muslims are concerned, you know, the Quran being the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jal, get over here. He gets so excited. He starts running around and, hey, get over here. Oh, come on, you silly dog. So yeah, so anyway, Inna rahmati, the Quran says, Inna rahmati wasi'at kulla shay. My mercy encompasses everything. Right? So what's the ultimate question? Have you thought about this? In terms of God, it's obvious He exists. There's no question He exists. I talk to atheists practically every day on Twitter, and it blows my mind. Like, some of them are the most amazing and enlightened people ever, quite frankly, not to mention most intelligent, compassionate, and all this kind of good stuff. Just like some of the religious people out there are the worst people in the world. So being an atheist doesn't preclude you from being an awesome person, obviously, right? And, you know, but on the other hand, sometimes I'm blown away by, this poor jacket is so filthy. It's because look at how dirty it is. Anyway, so, yeah, so basically, I'm blown away when I talk to some of my atheist friends. And, you know, they will argue with me over something that seems, to me it seems self-evident. Order is self-evident. And I have arguments with people about order, right? And it's like, I don't know what to say. Like, me talking to you, is this chaos or is this order? The house, the room you're in, the screen you're looking at. Is this like chaos? Do you understand that even one molecule aligning with another molecule is order, right? And order infers design. This is my contribution to this whole discussion. Order infers design. Now, Richard Dawkins, famous atheist, he has stated that the universe appears designed. It appears designed, okay? Because what they're doing, what he's done, maybe intentionally or not intentionally or subconsciously, this is what he's done. He said, okay, you look at the universe, but you can't jump right away to saying it's designed, because immediately when you say it's designed, obviously in order to be designed there should be a designer, right? It's like this book he wrote called like something like the Watchmaker, something like this. What's funny is that the same arguments, I mean, I don't know, it's so bizarre. Some of the arguments that atheists use are arguments for God, as it seems to me. Anyway, so You take the universe and you can't say it's designed, because immediately that's a loaded word. Saying it's designed means there's a designer, so no, you can't say that. So it just appears designed. Well, let's just do away with all of those words and just say something else, which is obvious. The universe is ordered, right? Is this, and this is, now I'm having trouble with people on regarding this simple fact. The universe is ordered. That's it. Like, I haven't even reached a point where I can get people to say, yes, this is the case. People will say to me, this is what people say to me, my atheist friends. They say the universe is, this is what they say. They say it's actually chaos with pockets of order in it. Okay, so now I understand some of what they're talking about in terms of the thinking, perhaps. An atom is 99.99999% space, which means you are 99.999% empty space. There's nothing there. The universe is 99.9999% empty. Empty. If 80 to 99.9, I don't know, who knows what the numbers are. Mostly empty. Vast majority of the universe, dark matter, whatever the hell that is. There may not even be light out there. Certainly no matter out there. You know, what is out there? It doesn't matter. No matter what's out there, right? So that's the majority, vast majority of the universe is that. And then you've got matter. Vast majority of which seems to be, I guess, chaos to some people. Galaxies and solar systems and nebulae and all this stuff, asteroids and heavenly bodies and whatnot. But dig it. There's 200 billion galaxies, each of which contains 200 billion solar systems, each of which contains 200 billion star systems. Okay? You can't comprehend that, obviously. In the tiny bit of matter that exists in the universe, this is what's happening. There's all this stuff, right? Not to mention, obviously, 80% to 99.999% dark matter. Now, all of this stuff here, so first of all, what it tells you is that what is and what we know is insignificant as compared to what is. This is the main takeaway I take from this. Anyway, 200 billion galaxies, each containing 200 billion solar systems, each containing 200 billion stars. And obviously, those stars have associated planets and moons and asteroids. Okay, now here's my final statement, and I will wrap this one up under 15 minutes, God willing. All of these things are moving. They're in motion. Every single thing in the universe is in motion, to the extent that whole galaxies move through each other. Whole galaxies, with each of them has 200 million solar systems, and each of those has 200 million stars. And they move through each other. None of the stuff in there collides. Right? So there you go. So I'm gonna take a chance and let this ruffian